Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story, my fellow mages and mystics. And today I want to do something in our new house. Well, it's not new. It's the house we had. It's raining outside. But I put a floor in, a better floor, since we have access to slabs now and planks. I decided to do a little decorating, some minor touches and stuff, and after the last episode I decided I wanted to up our defenses and offenses a little bit. So to get into that, we're gonna have to make armor, but I'm not quite there yet. However, I do want to make a longbow. Okay, that's recurve. We can use a stave on that to get a recurve. So, recurve bow. That takes leather, bones, and bushmeat. I can get that, but I'm not really there yet. So, what we're going to do is we can do a longbow. And a longbow, 60% piercing damage. And I have all the ingredients here. I'm just waiting for the longbow stave to dry to put it together. I have some copper arrows and we have some dough. So, yeah. I'm going to need some more of this. So today, we are going to get into doing a little bit of baking. And to do that, we have dough. And how you make that is flour and water. And you can make the flour in here. You put the oats in here, and you sit here and you right click and you hold that and it'll grind that down. So I made a bunch of flax dough, almost 2 stacks. So one other thing that we need is, okay, I have some more firewood. Okay, so we're going to put some more firewood in there. And yeah, so bread. You can put the dough in here and it will create charred flax bread. We don't want charred. We want actual bread. So what we can do is, and yes, I know it's a bit dark. Okay, that's lit. We have guys outside because it is very late at night. But we're going to do some baking overnight. So we have our ovens on. I can't have that in my offhand. So we have our ovens on and they're heating up. So what we can do when that heats up is we can put the bread into our ovens. Another thing we can do is we can shift and right click on there to create an empty pie crust. Okay, we can do that. Then if we right click on that, we can get a topping on it, and if we right click with a knife, we can do 3 different ones of that. So I'm going to create a couple pies first off, and we'll do that, and those guys are very loud and noisy. Okay, this one is heated. Okay, so we can take our pie, put it in there, take our pie, and you see red currant pie raw, it's heating up. Then I believe we can, and this one here, put 4 bread. So we're going to make some bread and some pies. But we have to watch them because they do. I just hit the thing. Man, you guys are very loud and noisy. is still raw. So I'm gonna make and it needs a filling. Really? Can't mix fillings. Ah, that's... Can I pick it up? Nope. Put that back on my back. I can pick it up. Place it. Partly baked, partly baked, partly baked. So that sucks. I don't know if I can put that in there. Oh, that is red currant pie. This item is not bakeable. Ah, we screwed that one up. Okay, now we have that. That's still part baked. So we'll put 4 more in there. And flax bread. We'll put that in there. And we have some red currant pies. So we can't eat them as they sit. We have to put them down and right click them with a knife, and you get pie slice, fresh for 16 days. Now our bread, fresh for 16 days. So I'm gonna make up some breads. I gotta put more firewood in. So, but yeah, that's... I haven't done this before, but I've seen how it's done. It's already completely baked. There's tops on those. I'm gonna do this to those and get our pies so I can bake up a bunch of that stuff. We have 2 pies ready to go in as soon as the fires go out. As soon as they get heated, I'll throw the pies in, and I'll throw some more bread in. But I want to make some different foods. Holy crap, are you guys loud? So we put that pie in there. Put that pie in there. Put some bread in there. Can I? And I want to make a couple. That's still raw. That's still raw. Have a pie. Have a pie and be quiet. But yeah, I wanted to do some cooking to get a little bit better food. And once this is done, I will take and store our stuff fresh for 15 days, 15.9 days, partly baked, partly baked. I'll get a drink here. This one's done. This one's done. Whoops. partly baked. See if I can sneak one more batch in. But yeah, we got some pies and some cooking to do here. Man, those guys are very loud. Are they going to finish baking, or am I going to have to put more wood in? I got 8. I'm going to have to put more wood in. Can I put more? I can. Does it make a difference? I thought you could only put 4 wood in at a time. That was my mistake. So we'll get our partly baked bread. One of our pies. Get it going. Okay, that is ready. This one should be ready pretty soon. We got drifters growling, we've got wolves howling, all kinds of bad guys prowling. But yeah, I'm very happy with this for the moment. You know, there's going to be other decorative stuff going on, but we will get to that when we get to it. And since we went on a little adventure last time and found some stuff, I want to spend a little bit of time, maybe not a lot of time, but I want to spend a little bit of time, you know, a couple episodes, because I've got some plans. We have our kern, which is nice, and I went out on a bit of a solo adventure. Can this pie be baked with the temperature that's in there? I'm not sure. So we have some turnip pies. They don't seem to have much of a different... Okay, that's the maximum amount that it can be cooked, or that can be stacked in there. So, but I went out and I found some tin. So pretty soon we will be able to get into bronze, and I'll show you. I found cassiterite, and I found sphalerite. This is zinc, and we have lead. We have a bunch of copper, so I can mix this copper with tin to make bronze. And we're going to be doing that for pickaxe, because then, okay, that is very good. We'll light that. I'm going to do 2 more pies. So we can have some pies. I have turnip pies. Do that. This one just finished. And I'll show you here the charred bread. We'll just make one. Well, I'll do 2 in here to show you the difference between the bread, the pies, and the charred bread. We have 1 more pie to cook when this goes out, and then we have 4 more pieces of bread to cook off. And as you can see, when they cook, if you watch very closely, they do rise. And here's the charred bread, fresh for 42 days. And I might make some of this just to have, and it doesn't give you very much satiation. But there's that pie. I'll get a little bit more fire going in there so we can finish what we have. Okay, you see how little the flax bread, the charred flax bread gave. This is the regular flax bread. Gives considerably more. So I'm going to eat a little bit of bread, because grain we are lacking in, but we're getting better now. So, and there's this pie, and we'll leave these going. That'll go out. This fire will go out soon. And yes, so then when that's done, we will go out and check on, we'll go and put our food away that we've cooked, our bread and stuff. So we just have to wait for that. Okay, now how is this going? 52% dried. Okay. Yeah, I found another bucket. I found some more. I found these in town. In the village that I found, I bought some decorative stuff. We have our metals, an empty chest. That's an empty chest. I'm throwing dirt in here. I'm throwing organic stuff in here. Our fats, our bones, our hides, pelts, antlers, worms. We're going to be doing something with the worms soon. This is all our stone. I found some peridotite, something like that. I found that where I found the tin. This is our wood supply, our random stuff. I have a temporal gear. I want to get 2 more so we can fix a translocator and do some cool stuff with that. And I found a pumpkin seed. We're going to be probably not planting it this year because this is June. It's the middle of summer. Okay, the growlers have shut up their growling. So as soon as this is fully baked, we'll take it out of the oven. And there we go. Now we're going to go put our rest of our stuff away. I have a chest down here to store some random stuff. We're getting closer on our rot. When that comes due, I'll show you what that does. We still have growlers. Okay, I'm going to seal this back up. Okay, because down here I have a very tiny little bit of honey. And I've been saying that we're going to do some stuff with bees. We are, but not at the moment. I have some jerky, raw frog legs, they're going to rot. We have all this. So I have no more, but I have a little bit of flour left. That's fine. I've got turnips. Yeah, it was right there in front of me. Okay, over here, this one. We're going to put this in here, and then we're going to see how long stuff lasts in here. 123 days. 61 days, 61 days. So, okay, we're going to take a little bit of our pie. So, this is 61, that's 61. That's 123. So, we have bread for a few days. But I'm going to take some of the pies. So, okay, now that that's done, let's go and check on our garden. I have a painting here and a painting here that I've discovered. But yeah, I've been saying that we're going to do stuff with bees. We are going to. I just have other plans. Also, I fenced in our berry bushes, our currant bushes and stuff. I found 2 fruit trees. So I got pear tree cuttings and pink apple tree cuttings. So we can expand upon our fruit. And our animal pit. Let's go check on that real quick. Because I want to get into animals. We've got pheasants in there. Okay, that is awesome. I'm going to go with pheasants. We have an alpaca. We have 2 aurochs, a male and a female, a bull and a cow. So we're going to be getting into doing something with that very soon. Yeah, let's check our garden. Okay, our flax is growing nicely. This is going to come due pretty soon. Our carrots are going good. Our rye is stunted due to heat, but that's fine. Parsnips are almost done. Our onions, a lot of our onions are done. Our cabbage is done. So let's harvest that and see how much cabbage we get. All right. We got 16 cabbages. I'm going to take care of this growing grass out of here. Okay, our spelt is growing. That's doing pretty good. Couple more days. Our rye. We're going to have so much grain. It's not going to be funny. I could probably harvest this flax right now and get a halfway decent harvest, but I'm not going to. Our onions, I might wait a day on the onions to just get a better crop. We didn't get very many cabbages. We got approximately 2 cabbages, but now we have a lot of cabbage seeds. The pumpkin seed. I may not harvest that right now. What's going on over here? Okay, I've got this stuff over here, so I'm gonna... Actually, I'm just gonna do that. And let's go take care of our cabbages. Our cabbages, as we have them in our inventory, will be fresh for 42 days. But when we put them in here, I can put the cabbages in here, I guess. Now they're going to be fresh for 217 days. So our food worries as far as vegetables are good. Our food worries for grain, as far as grain goes, we're good for years. And flax, we're going to have a ton of flax. So there's some things that we can do with both the flax grain and the flax fibers. We're in June, so we're still in the middle of summer. So we're good on that. Animals, I'm going to be doing a nice barn, probably right around where the animal pit is. So let's go and talk about that. I want to put a nice barn in for the animals. And I have some ideas. I'm probably going to come out here and I'm probably going to harvest a lot of this brown clay, because I have some ideas for the farmhouse as well. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take almost all of this that I can out, probably back to like here. I'm going to cut in like this and just go back as far as I can here. This is going to go. That's got to go. And I'm going to need a lot of this brown clay. I've got to see if it actually will do what I want it to first. So let's just follow this out to there. I always do that. But I'll do a lot of clearing this out because I have to take care of this and that stuff too. So, but what I want to do is I was going to go with the, you see that black thing there that looks like a turkey, kind of? I was going to go with those. But I think I'm going to go with the pheasants. And I was thinking about this last night, and I figured, well, I'm playing a modded series, right? So why not go with modded animals? So, but I have plans for the house too. I want to make a couple expansions out on the house. I want to bring one over in this direction, out to here, which is going to take a lot of time, a lot of building, a lot of wood, a lot of supplies. And I want to come out this way. But on the other side, I'm not going to tell you right now what I want to do with it. But it's going to be cool. But I want to come out this way. And in this area, I will tell you what I want to do. I want to take all of this stuff, all of our metalworking stuff. Not that. I have plans for pit kilns and stuff like that for the future. But I want to take all of our metalworking and make like a little addition out here where we can do our metalworking. Probably have a stairway, a door. Maybe I'll knock this beam out, put a door in that'll come down like on a landing. Then we can come out and down the stairs and have a nice little blacksmithing smelting area. And I've got plans. Oh, excuse me. Hiccup came out of nowhere. But I've got plans. And yeah, it will be really cool. So, okay, I've got to see if I can do... Aha, clay shingles. And yes, this is going to take a lot of time. But it's basically just clay working. And a lot of it. Oops, I didn't need to do that. But yeah, I'll basically fill this one in. We'll do this one together. But basically doing a lot of this with the brown clay that I harvest. Because, like I said, I have ideas. And when you make that, you get 12. So that is a pretty decent haul. And since this box is empty, we will use that for our clay. I have a bit of fire clay left here somewhere. I'm going to take it out of there. And I think fire clay will go in there as well. So that'll be a nice place for our clay. That's 56% dried. That's going to take some time. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of dirt. And I'm keeping it instead of throwing it because we can do some other cool stuff with it, like stone path and things like that. So those are the plans. Let's eat a bit of our pie. That is pretty decent. I like that. And that is getting our grain up and keeping our food up. So, but we have a lot of work here to do with the farmstead. And waiting for those. I'm going to have to get into the bees probably sooner than I wanted to, like 2-3 episodes ago. But we're going to probably have to get into them very soon. I'm going to take some cuttings from these raspberry bushes. That's a red currant bush. We're going to move these. Come on. I want to take cuttings from bushes. There's another black currant bush. Black currant bush. White currants. Oh, that is cool. More white currants. But yeah, I've been going, and every time I get rid of one of those berry bushes, I take cuttings from them, like you see down here in the hotbar. And I come in here, and I have red currant clippings. So, okay, there's the red currant clipping. And every time I take a clipping, okay, white currants. I do have one, okay. I gotta get rid of that. But yeah, every time I move a bush, I take a clipping from it so I can basically transplant them to have a nice berry bush garden. And this will help with getting fruit for just all kinds of things. Because I have plans, boy do I have plans. Plans for the future. Our bees are buzzing. Our animals are just out here being animals. I want to make some animal cages so I can catch some of the animals. I want to do a chicken coop. I want to do a barn for the cows with a pasture. We want to get into greenhouses, which I have no idea where I want to put the greenhouses yet. And I'm going to be doing a windmill. With that, the windmill, that's going to be out in this direction. I know wolves and stuff are an issue, and we will deal with the wolves as they become more and more of a problem. And yeah, so but I've got a lot of plans. But yeah, I want to do the windmill out here. I know it's kind of out of the way, but we've got a lot of stuff that we can do, and I'm going to be working on, between episodes, some of that stuff. So one other thing I wanted to look at while we are here together is about the bees. Let's take some fire clay and brown clay and see which one we can do it with. Okay, those are Crocs. Apparently we can't do it with that. Can we do it with fire clay? Ceramic hive and honey pot. Yes, we can. So let's just get one of these. Ceramic hives. It's been a while since we've done any clay working together. Whoops. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna do... Okay, come on. Alright, let's get Alt held so camera's not going all over the place. Let's get this hive. So I've got to use fire clay for that, out of the two clays that I have. I was hoping I could use the brown clay, but apparently I can't. So let's just get this one done. Okay, Alt. And you have to fire these. But this is part of what the mod from Golden Combs adds. The ability to have different beehives and things. Let's get that out of there. Get this one made up. And so far it doesn't look like it takes much clay. Okay, there's that. So we'll put this one in. Let's get our shingles. And I believe you can put 24 per firing. So let's get one more set of these made for now. And we've got to make one more thing. Be careful, it's just so we can get this made without mistakes. That and that. Oops. Get them in. We don't have enough grass. And the other thing we have to make is the ceramic honey pot. Because you have to make the ceramic hive, and the raw honey pot goes on top of it. This will, the reason why I want to do this, get a few of these made, is when you make these, you won't have to destroy your hives in order to harvest the honey, which is really good, because I don't want to spend literally thousands of pieces of cattails just so I can get honey and beeswax. And when these are done, and when they're fired, I'm not going to make you stay and watch the firing of them, because that's just boring, busy work. But when I get these made and get ready to put them in, I can make one more hive. But I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, I'll show you how to use these when we come back. I'm going to make one set of shingles, another hive, and we'll get them fired up between episodes. And between episodes, I will start working on the expansions. Probably this one first, the smithing area. I'll get that one done first. I've got to cut trees. I've got to take up a bunch of flowers and plants and stuff, and just basically overall get things ready. So with that being said, guys, I hope you're excited for the changes that will be coming, the expansions and all of that. And I was going to start working on a super secret project that I have in mind, but we're probably not going to get into that until year 2. So until then, guys, like I said, I hope you're having fun. Until the next episode, stay magical, be safe, have a good time, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.